Straight ahead on 12 News, ready for the dance. A local woman helps make prom dreams come true. Plus,
my heart is filled with joy. It really is, just to see the response of people.
After the blast, a Brooklyn Center church daycare gets by with some help from others. But first, charges are filed in a grisly Brooklyn Park murder case. 12 News starts right now. New details are emerging about the brutal killing of an 18-year-old woman in Brooklyn Park.
The man now charged with the murder of Brittany Clardy is also suspected of attacking 3 other women in Georgia. And 12 News reporter Shannon Slatton has more on the suspect, who police describe as a very dangerous man. Shannon?
23-year-old Alberto Palmer was a wanted man in DeKalb County, Georgia. He's suspected of meeting up with 3 different women, all of whom he met on the website Backpage.com. Supposedly, after he had sex with them, he would attack them. Now police say he did the same thing in Brooklyn Park, but this time it resulted in the death of an 18-year-old woman. The criminal complaint released today says Palmer was staying at his brother's house on Kentucky Avenue and arranged for a meeting with Clardy through Backpage.com. The complaint says they had sex, then Palmer choked Clardy to unconsciousness, then beat her in the head with a hammer. Police say Palmer drove the car to the Point of America apartments, where it was towed. Clardy's body was discovered 9 days later.
This type of work, being involved in internet activities, meeting people, can be a very, very dangerous situation. And it is our belief that, unfortunately, the absolute worst happened for Brittany in this situation.
Investigators did find evidence of blood in the home. Family members told police Palmer said he was cleaning up Kool-Aid. And Mike and Alex, the criminal complaint says Palmer was arrested in Woodbury without incident. He did go in without a fight, and he did admit to the crime during questioning.
All right, thank you, Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon. It may be weeks until authorities know what caused a boiler to explode last week at a Brooklyn Center church. At the time of the blast, a daycare was operating in the Brookdale Christian Center, but fortunately no one was hurt. Now the church and the daycare are in regroup mode, getting by with a little help from friends. There is laughter and joy among the preschoolers from Brookdale Christian Center.
Keep going.
Even though this space, look around, is not their own.
Tap your toe. People were gracious enough to say, here, I have space for you. And that's good.
This daycare found a temporary home in this Brooklyn Center Methodist church after a boiler room explosion left the daycare at Brookdale Christian Center with broken glass and blown out walls.
Over your head.
But miraculously,
That's way.
no injuries.
You think about children needing daycare, they're going to have to make a change. That's unsettling enough, and for the parents to have to make a change for them, you would like to see what you could do. And so, yes, we wanted to help.
Well,
The help
when you're in charge, you know, and you think what could have happened.
is humbling to Pastor Bernard Boussier, who is left with a facility that's now partially condemned.
The daycare operated behind those doors in that wing here.
And the force of the blast still evident. Yet this pastor is hopeful and encouraged by the outpouring of support.
When people react with hope, when the community cares as a whole, it makes such a difference.
Now they'll begin the slow move back to their building.
The 2/3 of the building that we can access, we will be able to use, so in a week or two, our normal activities will resume.
Move to the right, nope, right. It's good to visit. Moving to the right. But it's always better to be back home.
Next week, these kids will be back in their own building, in a little different space, but back home once again.
We're blessed.
Last weekend, Discover Church in Brooklyn Park opened its doors so that the Brookdale congregation could worship. This Sunday, they will be back in their own building.
Local business owners concerned about the governor's proposed tax on business services can now breathe a sigh of relief.
My proposal obviously lacks public support, even though most Minnesotans would see a reduction in their overall state and local tax burdens, and thus it probably lacks legislative support. And now it lacks mine.
Governor Dayton made the announcement to the Twin West Chamber of Commerce this morning. A smaller than projected deficit allowed Dayton to scrap the idea.
There was such universal opposition to that I think the governor, when he had the opportunity not to use that source of revenue, did a very wise thing.
Governor Dayton said he plans to announce a revised budget proposal next week.
Supporters of the Bottineau light rail line have begun the push for federal funding. Those in favor say light rail will give a financial boost to cities along the route, including downtown Robbinsdale. But not everybody sees it that way.
Now we have the chance to expand it and enhance it to make it really special. And I think that's what the light rail will do for Robbinsdale and other areas up and down the corridor.
I don't necessarily expect it to be profitable, but I do expect it to pay its own way without major subsidies. And right now we don't have that.
The Met Council has scheduled a public hearing on the proposed light rail line Monday in Minneapolis. Prom season is fast approaching, but some girls don't get to experience it.
It can be expensive when you factor in the dress and all the things that go along with it. And Sonia Goen shows us how a Brooklyn Park program is helping young ladies to go to the dance in style.
We have over 1,000 dresses.
TIANA Hall is only 27 years old, but you might call her a fairy godmother. For the past 3 years, she's been helping other young ladies to live out their dream of going to the prom.
Yes, it is a lot of dresses.
She started the Diamond and Pearls program after she tried to sell some of her own dresses, but she decided to give them away instead.
It's an experience that I think all young girls should be able to partake in, and I don't think a dress should be the barrier for them experiencing that.
Diamonds and Pearls provides free gowns and accessories to high school juniors and seniors in the Northwest Metro.
I just feel fortunate to actually come to this.
Osseo senior Jonicia Gaylord is thankful for the program.
Probably wouldn't be able to go to prom because of the simple fact of, my family doesn't have money like that just to shell out.
And many girls are in the same boat. A study by Visa shows the average American family plans to spend more than $1,000 on the prom.
I feel like Cinderella.
Girls who get the dresses also have to pay it forward. They have to bring in a non-perishable food item that will be donated to a local food shelf.
The dress giveaway is March 30th at Zanewood Recreation Center, and students just have to show a school ID when picking up the dresses. For more information, go to our website, 12.tv. Coming up, a Robbinsdale restaurant shares the secrets of an Italian staple.
That's next in Weekend Showcase. And later in sports, Wayzata needs overtime to skate into the semifinals of the state boys hockey tournament.
But first, a check of your AccuWeather forecast.
This month, the Maple Grove Arts Center is featuring an artist best known for his written work.
Did you or did you not read the card?
Yeah, I read the card.
Then you're the new Santa.
Leo Benvenuti co-wrote movies such as The Santa Claus and Space Jam, but long before he became a professional writer, he was into drawing and painting. He says he enjoys painting because he can be more creative than when he writes for Hollywood or TV.
I paint it. If I like it, I'm done. No notes. Nobody saying, yeah, I don't like that. Man, put that somewhere else. So it's finished when I say it's finished.
You can meet Benvenuti at a reception at the Maple Grove Arts Center this evening at 6:30, and he will also hold a screenplay seminar with Maple Grove comedian Scott Hansen on Saturday, April 6th. He gets the final say. I can see why he likes that. Well, here's a chance to bring the taste of Italy to your table at home.
Nonna Rosa's restaurant in Robbinsdale is offering a class on how to make the staple of Italian cuisine, namely the sauce. Benvenuti shares some secrets in today's Weekend Showcase.
Anybody with taste buds knows that a sauce can make or break a dish, and to make a sauce is more of an art than anything. And now you'll get a chance to learn that art. In the Nonna Rosa's kitchen, it might seem to take minutes to make an impressive pasta dish. But the process to your plate is actually an hours-long labor of love. And it starts with the sauce.
Fresh basil, fresh tomato from California. If the sauce not is good, nothing is good.
Chef Francesco Suglia starts with simple ingredients.
It's a celery, carrots, onions, garlic. Everything is about freshness. Mushrooms, marsala, onions, basic and flavor, a lot of flavor. You can smell the freshness of the basil.
And you need plenty of time to develop that flavor.
Usually maybe good 3 hours, 3-4 hours.
It's a technique he inherited from his mother and grandmother, and he wants to pass it on to you.
I want to show people what is the real, true Italian.
Through Robbinsdale Community Education, Chef Francesco is holding a basic sauce making class at the restaurant on March 23rd. He'll hold a demonstration, share his recipes, and allow people to taste different dishes. The class is $35, and Chef says it fills up fast.
Come in and enjoy a glass of wine, and you have fun. You have some girlfriend with you, some friend with you, and enjoy the time.
To find out more about this or other classes here at Nonna Rosa's, go to 12.tv. In Robbinsdale, Renee Bonneau, 12 News. Bon appetito.
Boy, that looks good. Those classes fill up fast, too, we're told.
Absolutely.
So. Well, loads of playoff highlights are coming up your way next in sports.
That includes Cooper battling Maple Grove in boys basketball. John Jacobson is in next.
Ooh, nothing like a little overtime at the state tournament to get the fans really going.
And keep them up late,
yeah,
too. That's what
right.
happened Thursday night. A fun game to watch. Wayzata's boys hockey team played a lot of close games and faced good competition throughout the season. So a nail-biter in the state quarterfinals didn't faze the Trojans as they faced Centennial. Scoreless into the second period when Trojans goalie Aaron Dingman has a netminder's nightmare. Falling over the net, the Cougars make a pay. Adam Anderson puts it away for a 1-0 Centennial lead. A really close call as Anderson tries to make it 2-0. It gets through Dingman's legs. He reaches back and gloves the puck on the goal line. It's worth another look. The puck has to cross the goal line completely. It's ruled no goal, and it stays 1-0. Still trailing late in the third, Pat O'Leary's team comes through. Matthew Freitag flips it to Jalen Wall for the pretty goal with just 1:15 left in regulation. It's headed to overtime, tied at 1. And Wayzata wins it as Chase Haller sends it to the net. Chase Heising is there to bury the rebound. Wayzata moves into Friday night semifinals with a 2-1 win.
For us, it wasn't enough just to get to the tournament. We wanted to go all the way, and so, I mean, we were just trying to stay calm, play our game, because we knew we were the better team, and that in the end, if we just kept to our game, we could pull it out.
In Class A, Breck faced a Northern Minnesota Power in the semifinals Friday as the Mustangs met Hermantown. Down 1-0 late in the second period, Breck's Matt Colford wins the race to the puck, sets up Thomas Lindstrom. Breck ties it with just 13 seconds left in the second. Early in the third period, Colford carrying it up, and Jack O'Connor follows up with a snap, shot in. That one comes just 12 seconds into the period, and Breck is in front. Hermantown ties it, and then Colford's long shot is blocked. He fires again, hits the net, and Breck retakes the lead at 3-2 with about 8 minutes left in the third period. But Hermantown again responds. Bo Gronseth to the backhand pass. Travis Kepke with the goal. 3-3, and this one goes to overtime. In the second OT, Nate Pionk leads the rush. Zach Kramer puts away the close-range shot. Breck falls 4-3 in double overtime. They'll play for third place Saturday. In boys basketball, teams we cover here on Channel 12 are the top 5 seeds in Section 5-4A. The 4-5 seed quarterfinal matchup figured to be a good one as Cooper visited Maple Grove. Jake Winicky, a three-pointer here for the Crimson, and they're up 13-9. Bryson Woida passes to an open Eric Olson. Olson scores a career-high 33 points for Maple Grove. Cooper gets balanced scoring in this game, and that was the key for the Hawks. LeVar McCullough with a 3 ties the game at 29. Rashad Vaughn gets his points as usual for the Hawks. A big dunk late in the first half helps Cooper to a 6-point lead at the break. A good start to the second half for the Crimson. Winicky hits another 3, and they start on a 9-2 run. Darius Denson, one of 4 Hawks players to score in double figures. He lays one in here, 10 points for him in the game. And once Cooper is back in front, they never relinquish the lead. Vaughn scores 28 points, and Cooper advances to the semifinals with a 78-67 win. Park Center is the top seed in Section 5. The Pirates faced overmatched 8th seed Coon Rapids in the quarterfinals. Quentin Hooker leaves the ball for Isaiah McKay for a 3. The Pirates jump out to a quick 5-0 lead. Nice hustle to steal the pass by Hooker, and he gets it ahead to Trayton Daniels for the layup. Daniels is one of 6 Pirates to score in double figures with 15. The Pirates dominate from the start and keep it going. Jake Tanner pops a 3 to make it 29-9 Park Center. They are well on their way in this one. Devin Buckley gets the good roll, plus a foul here. Park Center hits the century mark in a 101-51 win. Also in Section 5, number 2 seed Osseo hosting Irondale. The Orioles get it to Ian Tyson. He's surrounded and still connects for 2 of his 30 points. This one isn't as lopsided as Park Center's game. It's 48-35 Orioles at this point. Bridge Tussler takes it up for 2. Tussler nets 25 on the night for Osseo. Wheeler Baker open for a 3 from the right side. Osseo builds the lead to 19 points at 57-38. An impressive one here for Irondale. Jake Martinek throws it down in traffic. He scores 25, but it's not enough. Tyson and the Orioles pull away to win it 83-58. That sets up Tuesday's semifinals as Cooper beats Park Center in the first game. Centennial upset Champlin Park Thursday night, so the Cougars face Osseo in the second game. Both of those games up at Rogers High School. And that's a look at sports for today.
Good basketball and more to come.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Thanks a lot, John. March is FoodShare Month, and that means donations to area food shelves stretch a little further through a matching program. The CEAP Food Shelf in Brooklyn Center currently serves about 1,600 families a month. Keep an eye out for food donation bins like this at city halls and other venues in Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center.
We want to make it easy for people to donate. And the more accessible these barrels are, the easier it is for somebody to bring a bag of food or a box of food and then put it in the barrel.
For a complete list of donation drop-off sites, you can go to ceap.org. Still had a warm and cozy gesture by a Maple Grove church group.
We're back in just a moment.
And finally, a very warm gesture from a Maple Grove church group.
A dozen girls in the confirmation program at Lord of Life Lutheran Church made and delivered 84 blankets to Gillette Children's Hospital in St. Paul this week. They started the project in October with materials donated by church members.
Our girls wanted to give, and this was a special gift to everyone who's going through surgery and recovery to know that they will be blessed through our creating of these blankets.
And we're told they're not done yet. The girls want to continue the project for others in need. Good job, huh?
That's what they like to see, just armful of blankets.
Yeah, tons of blankets. That'll do it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Community Corner is coming up next.